the morning show with Bruce and Shannon.
That's Shannon and Bruce, remember?
My bad. Some cool topics.
And things you maybe didn't know yesterday.
So let's have some fun, and you might just learn something new.
So here they are.
Bruce
Shannon
and Shannon.
Bruce.
Oh boy.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's Texas 46 Radio. We're live, and it's a good morning for a morning show. And today's sponsor is brought to you by Q-Tip Swabs. You can use it for just about anything. And I thought with Halloween coming up here, you could be some kind of like the old headhunter and stuff like that, where you have the bone in the nose. It's cheap, my friends. It's you can have 1,000 of your friends all go in the same costume, and Sorry,
he doesn't surprise me at all. This is just my
but
husband on an average day. This is you on an average day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have some interesting little topics this morning. We'd like to just kind of throw out there. And I'm going to start with. So I have Windows 10 on all my computers. All our computers are all Windows 10. Okay. Mm. And what I hate the most about Windows 10 for my all the studio computers, is that it's always coming up with the updates. It's always popping up with, you need an update. You won't
get those soon.
That is what that's it. I don't know if I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it because I won't ever have to worry about the computer shutting down.
Except let me tell you the problem here. Okay.
Go ahead.
So the problem here will be when you upgrade your laptop. And then you'll be starting all over again.
Well,
the laptop may not run your programs because they're Windows 10 programs.
The laptop, you mean, not the... No, see,
your laptop.
Yeah,
your laptop may not work with your system here, will it?
Oh, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, the laptop is totally separate from any of these guys. So the Texas 46 Radio and the Rockball computers, I have very little that I run on it except for the things just I need to go with. And if there's no updates, see a lot of radio stations and things like that, they'll use older versions.
Yeah, because we're like 10. It's 11:11, right? 1111.
111. Good morning, Tiffany Duke.
So we're like 10 minutes late.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're good. We're good though.
Miss Tiffany has that brand new baby. Oh my God, that baby.
Good.
And I watched a video of her with her smile and her sleep, kind of smiling. Babies.
So my question here for anybody who is using Windows, who's upgraded to Windows 11, and Windows 11, and what do you think about it? Would you stay with Windows 10 until you have to get another computer?
But this is the interesting thing. So like if you have a tower computer and you want to upgrade, you have to upgrade your computer to upgrade to Windows 11. So like my computer in the main room is an older, the one that Taylor built me.
Yeah.
And it says, "I'm sorry, but there's no way in hell you can." It doesn't say that, but it's in I read it as, "I'm sorry, lady, but there ain't no way in hell you can be able to upgrade this computer."
Well, you never know. You never know what they say. Alexa, she just pops up and says all sorts of strange things.
Tiffany says she's doing great, getting chunky.
Oh my goodness! My goodness!
So Tiffany's baby is like a month old. Am I right? Is she right around a month old? Because it hasn't been that long.
No.
But we've been so busy that time has just been like shoo.
And congratulations to you.
I know.
Enjoy.
How cool. How
Enjoy.
Fun, that precious baby.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay.
Very cool.
A little over a month.
Very good indeed. So we are supporting. I'll have to do the tag here.
So she can go what?
So she can say what do you mean? Merchandise support this morning. We're doing the
Jenny Dale
Lord.
I also have Cynthia Roush.
Cynthia Roush.
Who has, it says No Way Home, and it It says Philippians 4:13.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, here's the thing with all you.
I'll find it.
With all you Texas artists out there, if you would like us to support, give you a little extra support out there with some merch, it needs to probably be something wearable. Shannon and I normally do not put stickers on our foreheads and walk around with them. So, T-shirts, caps work out great. So we can support some more artists that are out there. She has the Jenny Dale Lord. I have Zuhause Junge on this morning.
Yes, you do.
And if you're wondering what the heck is that, well, that is our German hybrid band that we have. That 7-piece band, several bands combined that we use for Oktoberfest, fun festivals, and of course Wurstfest coming up. And I'm wearing it today because on Saturday, if some of you are in New Braunfels, Brian Feltner has orchestrated a big New Braunfels High School class reunion kind of event.
Oh, that's right.
Out at Freiheit on Saturday night, which we will be playing our two show sets.
I should ask Tammy if she wants to go.
It would be fun.
I don't want to go by myself.
Our two show sets on Saturday night, starting at 8:00, and yes, we will be in full Wurstfest, Oktoberfest garb. That means
the last
later.
time I ran into some of those people, I had one little beer too many, and then I got silly and made a fool of myself talking. I was like, and then later on, and then later on, I went, oh.
Maybe they
and
don't remember.
I didn't like get drunk, but I just had one beer too many, it was just like, oh.
Well, you know.
Well, maybe they realized that maybe I had one beer too many and just went, just ignore
That's
her.
not the Shannon I remember in high school.
Oh my gosh, do you remember? I had such a crush on you. I'm like, oh my God.
And then I'm standing there. I'm right here. Yeah, right. Yeah. So it'll be. It's kind of a warm up. It's kind of a warm up for us for the Oktoberfest.
I was just thinking, do you remember the gig? You were at a gig, and there was somebody that was an old neighbor of mine, and he had gotten like wasted, and he was trying to make you jealous. Do you remember that? It was at Billy's.
Possibly.
And he was standing next to me, and I was like, red-faced. I was like red-faced, whatever. And he's like kissing my cheek, and I'm going, dude. Mm-hmm. Like,
get back behind the bar. I'll take a bourbon and Coke, please.
Leave
my wife alone and pour me a beer.
He's like, watch this.
Yeah,
he was like, watch him get ticked off. He's gonna jump down and beat me up. I said, no, he won't.
Yeah,
he's a good guy.
No. Hello, Diana Douglas, watching this morning.
Good morning. Is it morning still?
Yes, it is.
Still
for another almost 45 minutes, indeed.
So the Cynthia Rausch bracelet said Philippians 4:13, and that is the verse that says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." So it's a good verse.
It's a very good verse. Very good verse. Goodness. So
I still have this cough.
I know. I know you do, and I guess until I don't know.
It's driving you nuts because you're like, you shouldn't have that cough anymore. It's been almost 2 months.
It
has
been
2
months.
months.
Yeah, 2 months.
I've had this cough for 2 months.
And the doctor, nobody wants to give her any antibiotics.
I don't think it's an antibiotic thing. I think it's a.
Well, it's a something.
I don't know what
it's
it
a
is.
something thing.
Well, she said, so she said when you get an upper respiratory virus, it can last up to a month. Well, I'm on month 2.
Yeah, up to. So, and we were talking yesterday. You had said, you had mentioned, I don't know what it was. You mentioned something about somebody getting, let's just call it generic, a repair on their body. Whether it was a knee surgery or whether it was something in their nose or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Candy had her thing.
And you said, I I don't think I'll be getting any repairs, or to the point of any repairs. So basically, it's kind of like a car that's gonna it just falls apart, and just because they don't want to.
I mean, I can't say that. I can't. I used to also say I'd never own a bird. Well, that kind of went out the window.
Well, yeah, but I think that's a little bit different than trying to take care of your.
No, I mean, I say I would. I've never had surgery. I've delivered babies.
I've had this tooth that's been bothering me for 6 years now. And I don't know if I'm ever going to.
I've had that kind of stuff, but I just don't see myself going in and being like, I'm gonna have my shoulder repaired, or something like that. So I was doing at the house that we have downtown that we're getting ready for a short-term rental. It had a part of the sidewalk that had just crumbled, basically, just broke apart and crumbled. And so he was going to just put concrete in, and I said, oh, no, I want to kind of do something fun. So let's do something that takes 5 times longer. Anyway, so I went ahead and I put brick in, to make it kind of cool and crafty.
Mm-hmm. It looks pretty cool.
I don't know. I'm weird because I can't just do anything normal. And anyway, so when I was doing it, I kept having to bend down, squat down, and whatever. But when I would get up, the joint, my left hip joint, but not the outside, the inside of the joint, was not wanting to work, and it was so uncomfortable, and it feels like it's out of whack, it's like I need somebody to put a binder on and then take a stick and twist it until it pops back together.
Oh, it's kind of like a tourniquet. Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, but they actually have this, where your hip joint. Anyway, so every time I got up, I was like, oh my gosh, and I thought, if I ever had an issue where I'd have to have surgery, I'd probably be like, nah.
Yeah. I have another hip joint on this side. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. Here, look.
Maybe your dad has some hip joints in his garage.
Here's a zip tie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he had a bunch of windshield wiper motors. Maybe he had some hip joints in there. He's using as a doorknob.
Oh my God.
Or a foot for a cabinet.
There's something in there. Here's a new.
You never know what you can find in Alton Schwartz's garage.
Shannon,
we've been dumping that thing for 11 years, and it still shocks us what we find.
You need to get that hip replaced. Here's a window. Here's a window antenna.
Just
electric window antenna.
So.
No, you can.
A window. I know we come up with strange.
No, just use your imagination for a minute, okay? So you have a window motor for one thing. But what do you think what do you think a doctor could possibly replace with a radio antenna, electric radio antenna? Beep.
Wouldn't do much for anybody.
No, it would probably hurt.
Skinny.
It probably would hurt though.
Yeah, I mean that would just basically be like. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, we'll move along from that one there. You ever seen the movie Robots? Yeah, there you go.
I'd be like, you're never using. I'm bending it.
Yeah.
Never using that.
Don't touch me with that thing.
Yes, we go way.
Because you don't know. You definitely don't know where that's.
Our stories just go.
Okay.
Way far away.
So I saw something. I saw something fun that I had to laugh at it, and when I read it, it's just something goofy. Okay, so you're invited to a party, or it's just one of these things where you're invited to a party. You're not really your kid. You invite your kids. It's kind of like, and they say that you're supposed to. Can you bring the piñata? Can you provide the piñata for us? And going like, all right. So the question.
So you go to Walmart.
So the question is,
try to find.
What would be the worst thing you could fill a piñata with?
Oh.
Okay, it says, I took my kid to a birthday party over the weekend, and the parents had a piñata for the kids to whack. Oh, who uses the word whack instead of you're not?
You have to kind of whack
in an Italian movie like The Sopranos or something like that. Soprano.
Well, you pretty much killed the piñatas.
When I got home, I told my wife, and we started joking about the worst things that you could fill a piñata with. Here's a couple of examples that they use. And I want you guys to do yours.
Okay.
Would you fill a pinata with bees? What? Okay.
Next.
Now the kids are.
Do that again?
The kids are ready.
Well, why is that? No, so good.
Hold on.
What were you kidding? Do you have a thing with bees?
I don't know. Do I have a thing with bees?
No. That's a monkey.
It's a monkey.
That would be something interesting to fill in pinata.
Okay, so the kids are running. You get the third whack in. It's gonna go pow, and then it's full of glitter. A pinata full of glitter.
Okay, so that would be fun to watch, but the kids would be like, "Oh."
Oh yeah, there'd be no candy.
There's no
But of
candy
course,
in
then
there.
the parents would be going like, "Oh my God, I gotta clean him up after that."
Dude.
I don't particularly like this one. How about baked beans? Can you imagine? Oh,
So
that was
baked beans.
baked beans. Okay, so what would you? What is the worst thing that you could fill a pinata with?
The worst thing?
Some of the worst things.
The worst thing I could go around and collect, chicken poop, and that'd be the worst. Actually, human poop would probably be the worst thing. But no, if I was going to get creative and fill a pinata, it would be full of. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'd have to think on that one. Ooh, that I could. Is it an adult pinata or is it a kid's pinata? Because if it's a kid's pinata, then you could fill it full of Legos,
especially for a it could be, or if it's
an adult pinata,
if there's a lot of annoying kids
nether.
there, if there's a lot of annoying kids there, and the parents are standing there going like, oh my God, this is so. Why did I bring my kids? Why did I have kids? All of a sudden the pinata breaks and nothing but condoms fall out of it. And the parents go like, ah! They start running for it.
Melatonin falls out, and the kids, candy,
melatonin.
And the kids
there you
would be
go.
done, and then you're, they're all
and again,
sleeping
we've gone anywhere from condoms to melatonin right now. All kinds
It just depends on the situation.
All kinds of solutions,
because,
all in one.
If I had a pinata,
melatonin,
my own pinata melatonin, so they'd all fall asleep.
Oh my God!
If the kids
Quick,
are driving people crazy,
Tommy, go get
candy.
some of those.
Do you remember when the twins were like a year old or something? We had chocolate cupcakes for them, and so they just
chocolate sugar.
And
sugar-filled
after
cupcakes.
Everybody left from the chocolate and the sugar, after everybody left, they were in their beds and they were running and going gah, and then running and gah, gah. And we were like, I think we might have a problem putting them to bed tonight. Anyway, melatonin. So if it was my pinata, for me especially, so pinata story, we have like Alex and the pinata, remember that? Anyway, and he cried because he wanted to be the only one who hit it. Nobody else should hit his pinata. It says, oh my gosh, it was so funny. No, the whole point is everybody hits the pinata. No, I don't want anybody
and then it breaks and all the candy falls.
He was so mad.
And everybody goes for the candy and you fall and trip and you can't get out. You cry
like,
oh, I'm gonna get the candy.
And he was mad and just so devastated. But anyway, if it was mine, it would be filled with chocolate candies with the almonds in them, or that's
okay. We'll see if I had a pinata and mine broke, it would have to be
jelly beans or
it would probably it could be jelly beans, but it would probably be more like
barbecue
shrimp cocktail
on the ground. Little bags of shrimp cocktail.
Why does your husband put a tarp underneath the pinata? Because it's going to catch the shrimp when it falls.
The big bowl. He puts a big bowl
under it. A big bowl. That's it.
So your pinata basically would have to be made out of something different, because within the pinata would be ice and shrimp and red sauce.
And little red sauce souffle cups with a lid on
of red sauce. And so you would see the pinata if it was made, and it would be like dripping from the bottom. It would be like, oh, I think that pinata has a problem.
It's got a problem. It just depends.
Yeah. And then if one of the red sauce bursts.
Oh, it's a female. Sorry. I didn't know they. Oh, there goes all her spoons for the day. I have a pad here. Like, I'll get it.
Smack.
Pinata pads. Oh my goodness! I think you're gonna lose all your spoons before we're done here. I'm sorry. I would think by now some of these people that haven't said anything on here that are watching would actually have posted something. Either in disgust.
They're probably laughing too hard to post.
So, looking for our sponsor. Our new sponsors today are our Kotex Pinata pads. Oh my God, no!
And then what?
Ooh, I'm tired.
The way he popped in, like one of the red cells. What's female?
I didn't know they had gender related pinatas.
Gender compliant
pinatas. Politically correct gender pinatas.
What did you say?
Politically correct gender.
Oh, I thought you said politically correct. Fender pinatas. It's like
Fender pinatas.
Why?
Oh man.
Okay.
I'm tired. So for those of you just joining us, too bad for you because you have to go rewind and see why we're in tears laughing. And again, it could only be funny for just us. You guys might think it's pretty disgusting, but I think it was pretty educational.
Okay.
Spoil a party, spoil a kid's birthday party. Just go back and listen and see what you could do.
Oh, see, and if you, yeah, like in the old days, it's like you thought it was like a big deal to get candy, and then after a while, people would be like, "Oh, here's an apple." I was like, "I don't want an apple. It's an orange." My mom was like, for Christmas when we were young, we got like clothing that our mother made out of flour sacks. And then that we picked out, and then we had a new pair of shoes, and then we had like the boys got like a shotgun, and the girls got like a doll, and then we had apples and oranges from the tree. And I thought, what a boring freaking Christmas! Apples and oranges, dude.
Golly.
Candy, chocolate.
Look, a pair of underwear. Are those corn husks? Oh, yeah. Hey, it's fresh. It's fresh out of the field. We picked them today. I know they're dry.
Pleasure.
I know they're dry, but they're basically.
Why was that a thing? Why would anybody use a corn husk?
You just recycle it
for toilet paper. I used to when they used to tell me that I was like,
yeah.
Really? What if you're one of those people who really chew your corn husk gone and there's none of that like fuzziness left? That would be very uncomfortable. But if you were one of those really good people like you who just kind of barely eats the corn off the cob,
left a little bit of the texture
then
on
that
there?
would be a much more comfortable corn husk.
Well, it would hold more.
And what do? Do you just run it along the backside?
I guess so.
I mean, or do you scrub a little?
Or do you?
Why? Who?
Well, and then you wash your hands with the dirt. There you go.
I'm like, why would anybody?
And then you go kiss your wife.
Do you have like a can of corn husks sitting next to the toilet? And it's like, oh, honey, we need to eat some more corn because we're out of toilet paper. I mean,
we got to go to the store and buy some more corn cobs. Corn on the cob.
Okay. I think we're the only ones laughing. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, you can't see. Nobody's. Nobody's putting an emoji with a laughing face and tears coming out of the eyes. Well, that's what I should do, though. I should really do that. I'm gonna put it. Look here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a.
So why is it that
I'm going to insert emoji?
I have like my pocket on my pants.
There we go.
My pocket on my pants. Why is it that I never use my pockets in my pants?
There we go.
But they always have lint in them, as if I crammed a bunch of receipts in there and washed my. Like, where did this come from? I don't put anything in my pockets.
You don't
ever.
You never do.
Why do I have lint?
Well, it probably transferred from one of my pants when it came out, and it just kind of worked its way into yours
out of your pocket
from the dryer
into mine
into the dryer.
He didn't like your pockets.
Yeah,
I wouldn't like your pockets either.
You know, the thing with it is,
Your pockets are just
how many
gross.
how many fines do you find laundered money?
How many fines do you find laundered
How many
money?
times do you find laundered money in the dryer?
Laundered money.
Nice and fresh.
Gone through the laundry.
Nice and fresh. It's already.
So when this is interesting to me, and I don't know why this is interesting to me, but why do we obsess over germs, and we obsess over, everything has to be washed. Oh, we got to put hand sanitizer on, but then we get change that travels all over the place. Nobody ever washes the change. Nobody ever washes the bills, and we put them in our hand. And go, oh, we got money. It's like gross. Mm-hmm. Why do we not go ew, and then just wash our money when we get home?
You finish that. You get in the car. Your wife says you got something in your teeth.
Why isn't there a money washing machine?
You do that. You get
what? No, I mean, but
I know. Use your hands. You spread germs. Oh, you got something on your.
But why isn't there an invention that is a money washing? Like, you come home and you put your money in a machine and it just goes and it washes your money and then it comes out ding. It's all nice and clean.
Yeah. I mean, guys go to the trouble of washing their golf balls.
Seriously, and there are machines for that.
Yeah.
Is there a money laundering machine? Not that kind, but the kind that actually washes, like a laundromat for your money. Anyway, I don't know.
It's like a car. The old car washes. You can wash your bills, and then you go to the end, and you got the little thing that
it's
crank,
like
the old.
Squeegee your dollar bill.
Yeah, but
Squeegee your
and
quarter.
it's all nice and fresh. Okay, so there we are.
Things that make you go.
See, I think what's going on right now. There's nobody really. This is
disturbing.
We could definitely use some more comments, but I think people are.
I know that's what. Did you clean your keyboard with that, or is that dirty from your ears?
I have no idea.
That's disgusting.
It was just here as a prop.
That's disgusting.
That's all I know.
Yeah,
it was here as a prop.
It looks used.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what were you going to say?
So I don't know. What was? I think people are really contemplating what we're saying. They're really taking to heart and going like, They're thinking. Finally,
illegal,
Lisa. Yeah, we get somebody joining in the controversy. The controversy and mayhem this morning. of just different kinds of content. I've got another one. I know you've got some. You got some topics.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I'm throwing all my topics in this morning.
The problem with fruit.
The problem with fruit. Okay, someone
we
observed.
just talked about fruit.
Someone observed on social media. Here's the problem with fruit. It's inconsistent.
That's for sure.
Some apples are delicious. Some taste bad. Okay, sometimes blueberries are great. Sometimes they're disgusting.
Yes.
You know what's the same every time? Doritos. They're very, very consistent.
Very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So I mean,
true.
we're just talking about whatever comes on our mind.
Why in the world would we bother to buy fruit?
Yeah, because it's so inconsistent.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like, when you go to the grocery store and you want to buy some grapes, but then you're like, I don't know what those taste like. And
so
how many times have you bought like green grapes? You think that they're going to be good. You get them home and it's like,
well, I remember.
That was a good face.
Well, I remember when I worked at Weiss and I was working in the produce department. You're putting the produce out there. People are walking by with their baskets and reaching down there and grabbing a grape, tasting it. That's sweet.
Well,
I'm gonna go and grab me a different bag that I didn't touch already.
So that's stealing.
I know
it really is. It's stealing.
And Shannon goes, hey, he took a grape. I saw it.
No, it is. It's stealing. But I won't buy grapes. And although I'm like one of these people who I look for the grapes that have a little bit of a yellow tinge to them because that means that they're sweeter. When they're super, super green, sometimes they're just too tart. But yeah, I kind of taste my grapes before I buy them because otherwise you don't know whether they're crappy or not.
I don't buy grapes from all that often, but when I do, especially if you go, I think she'd like some. I think I'd like some grapes, and I taste it just for myself. Well, that's pretty good. So I grab about 2 or 3 of them, and I just kind of taste them as I'm walking, going to get some salad.
So I never understand people who take their kids through the produce thing, and then they give their kid an apple or a banana to eat. they don't pay for it. They haven't weighed it. It doesn't weigh out. I mean, they're not going to the counter and saying, okay, charge me for an apple that we already ate, or charge me for a banana, and it's weighed by the pound. So to me, it's kind of like, that's stealing. You don't give your kids that produce. You know, if you're going to give your kids something, buy a box of granola bars, give them the granola bar, and then you're still buying the thing. But if you go through and you give your child a piece of fruit from the produce section, then pay for it and then give it to your child, and then keep shopping. Otherwise, you're stealing.
You know, what I find so weird, because I was there at HEB this morning, and I didn't get bananas, which I should have. But you know, granted, you can buy 50 pounds of bananas for like $7. I mean, it's maybe over exaggerating, but it's very, you put your bananas in the bag, and you put it on the scale, and
it doesn't come out too much.
And then you get it. It's like $2.75 or whatever.
We get the organic ones, and so when you accidentally get the non-organic ones or something, they taste weird because we're so used to the organic ones. But like you bought some bananas, and bananas are another one of those inconsistent things where you'll buy them and then all of a sudden they're all bruised up, but you didn't know it because they stayed green, and then you put them in a bag and they got bumped up around, or they like ripen instantly, and then all of a sudden you've got like 6 bananas you don't know what to do with. So I just made banana bread. Last week, and it was like, hey, boy, that worked.
I'd rather just do that now. I'd rather just go buy bananas and let them go overripe on the thing, and then make banana bread.
I love a good banana, but then later on, if they get ripe, it's kind of like, oh man, they're too ripe to eat. But you can make banana bread, and it's as long as it's not like nasty.
Okay, so I'm going through the produce section. How many of you do this? You go through the produce section, and you can give me your opinion, yay or nay, what you prefer, whatever. Okay, so when I was going through there, we're doing a lot of grocery shopping. I would get got tomatoes, whatever, wrap them up in the thing, put them on the scale, and put the number in, and put the tag on there so they can go quickly through the thing. Okay.
Right.
Now, it got to the point where, okay, so now at HEB or whatever, they only have 1, maybe 2 of those trays with the scanner on it.
That's because not a lot of people want to take the time to do it.
But they're going to put them in one area.
I don't do it ever. I just put it in a thing.
Why don't you get 3 of them or 4? 3 or 4, and spread them out. Don't put them all in the same area where you got to go, where you're like on the other side of the produce thing, and trying to remember the number of the stupid code. By the time you get over there, it's going like, oh, what's the number of the squash? I can't remember. And then you got to go back and try to remember it again and get. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Then it got to the point where,
do you think maybe that's more for people who do self-checkout?
It could be. It could be. But I was like, okay, so
HEB does HEB even have self-checkout?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah. So unless I'm buying something that is close to the scanner, I won't scan it. I won't put the ticket on it.
I never use the scanner.
I'm tired.
I never use it. I look at it and I go, that's cool. I walk right past.
Because the bananas are right there by it. And some, if you get some tomatoes or you get some of the other things that are right, cucumbers or whatever, they're right around it, or something that'll take me, if it's 5 seconds of walking time to remember a number to put in. But it's funny that
you will go through all that trouble when the person at the counter just has them like just.
And then also sometimes they'll have each of the pieces of like tomatoes or whatever, they'll have a sticker on it. Who takes the time to? I got 5,000 tomatoes on here.
Have you considered taking the sticker and then putting that in the scanner?
Well, I've considered taking my phone like I do for the Home Depot things where they always say, I don't have. Oh, there's no ticket on this thing. Well, I took a picture of it here. Just go ahead and.
Well, yeah. So I mean, that's the thing, is that's technology now. So we were checking out that one day, and that lady that was checking us out, she just looked up the trash can we were buying, the 2 trash cans we were buying for the house. And she was just looking it up instantly. And I was like, oh, well, see, that's smart. Because back in the day, it was like, oh, we got to stand here.
Yeah.
Well, they called someone, and then that person ran to go. Anyway, so, okay. What's another thing?
Another thing is, if you're in line at a store, and there's something, let's just say, if you're an occasional, like you'd like to smoke a cigar, or if you're in the cigarette thing or whatever, and you got to get something behind the tobacco thing, behind the cage. Do you wait, or do you try to? I try to, if I see an associate standing around, I try to ask them, "Okay, can you grab me those out of there and take them to this particular register where I've got my basket at, so I don't have to wait?" Because when people are, it's like somebody writing a check when you're the next one in line, and they get the amount, and they're sitting there writing a check for their groceries.
Well, okay, so
having
it
to wait.
depends on where you're going, because Walmart has one area, and to buy it, you have to go through that aisle.
Right.
H-E-B has a wall of the stuff, and each counter person has to go to the wall, get the stuff out, and come back.
Yeah, and they have to.
So it just depends on where
they have to get the code.
Or you could just go to Specs and then you just grab it.
Grab it on your own. So yeah, so it's just things that I notice
that make you go.
Yeah, I guess that's what you said. Going like, oh, it could be, things could be a lot better than that. Anyhow, so what do you got on your
all of my stuff are really boring things. They were just things that we've talked about. So like we were talking about the Charlie Kirk stuff. You saw a Ken's TV Facebook post, and you were aggravated with the comments to the post.
I mean, it's like, you got the Ken saying that they're going to live
stream his memorial service.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, okay, so you can watch
okay.
You can watch it, or you don't have to watch it, or whatever. It's just,
but when people get on there and they're like pissed off.
And when you look at the emojis underneath there, you're gonna have
the angry one,
the care. Mm-hmm. Well, no, there were no angries. There was like the care.
Any?
There was like a love, and there was the laughing face. I'm going like, oh God, here's where all the experts come out and do their political.
So
rants.
So look. Charlie Kirk was a huge Christian speaker, but he liked to debate. So he was a Christian man who used a debate platform to spread his faith. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
And so good morning, Ms. Short. How are you?
I hope you're feeling well.
Like, has she been under the weather?
Yeah.
We won't put that on.
Yeah.
But
It's just,
I
hope you're feeling good.
So, so he was, so he could offend people. I mean, to me, he seemed like a really nice guy, but his faith was very, he was very adamant with some of his beliefs, and if it contradicted his beliefs in any way whatsoever, he would take you down. And so he did have that. I liked the guy. I thought he was really cool. I watched a lot of his things through this last year or so, and I thought he was really smart, and then he had a lot of really great points. But then when you have someone who would like come to the microphone, who was maybe really, really young, who was maybe transgendered, and they were trying to explain to him how they felt, and he would just like blow them away, like, no,
Yeah.
And then I felt bad for the person on the microphone because it made them feel stupid or whatever. And but what I thought was interesting was he shared his faith through a debate platform. And we have family members who they share their faith through a gaming platform. So they go on gaming things, and they're missionaries in Japan. And so they do the gaming thing, and then they talk to people through, I guess, Discord or something like that,
Yeah.
and share their faith in that way. And so I feel like people who have really strong faith, they use any,
There's so many different platforms and ways to do it. So, yeah.
There were times where he could make people feel either stupid or make them feel bad. And so I understand there are some people who he hurt by something he said or whatever. And so maybe they don't care for him or whatever. That's fine. Everybody has their right to their own opinion. But when it comes to something after someone has died a horrible death because people just recently it's just gotten to the point where if people don't like something, they cannot just shut up and be like, yeah, it's not my cup of tea, and go about their business. They have to say it. And it's like, you don't have to say it. You can just avoid him. Just be like, well, yeah, I don't watch him because it makes me angry. So I don't like, he's not my cup of tea. So So we've got to, I feel like we've got to learn how to just let it, just like the show, let it go.
Yeah.
Let it
well,
go.
let's see that the point is Ken's TV put it on there just to let people know what was going to be happening.
Yeah.
My opinion, you watch it.
Or you don't. You don't have to comment.
And move along.
But everybody feels they have to comment with how they are feeling and just if they're mad, Anyway,
it was like my point for when I talked about when you're on social media and you see something, it's in a group setting or whatever, or in a group page, and they say there was a major accident on 306 or whatever like that. There may be fatalities involved, whatever. And you see, all of a sudden, you see a lot of comments, and it's kind of like,
and people are assuming things.
It's
already.
like, golly, coming from Whitewater, they're all drunk drivers. I'm going like, and then it just snowballs after that. It's kind of going like,
so they assume something before the facts come out.
Yeah, just stop.
I think that we're in a world of technology that came about so fast that we're adjusting, and we've been adjusting for the twins were 3 when we got our first computer, and they are 31 now.
Yeah.
32. They're 32 now. Mm-hmm. And so we've had almost 30 years or about 30 years of computers. And then social media came around. It was a little bit later when social media, it was probably about, I don't know, 5 years later or something like that. You had your emails and stuff, but social media didn't come around for another whatever years. And the social media platform was great to begin with, but then it just kind of snowballed. And so it's technology that happened really quick, and people are still adjusting to it and adjusting to the fact that grumpy people make opinions. They have a platform now to be grumpy on. They were always grumpy, but now but then it starts to fuel other people. Then it starts to be an anger situation, and then everybody starts to fight. And it's like, I asked him one day, I said, what do you think injured us the most when it comes to man-made inventions, the atomic bomb or the internet? And we both were like, oh, the internet, because the internet's done more damage than the atomic bomb has ever done.
And again, that's just personal opinion.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's I've seen, more damage
I agree.
to young people and stuff with the internet than
I totally
and I don't know how we'll undo that,
because it's always changing. It's always changing. But
don't you think it's because it all happens so quickly? I mean, technology, we went from it hasn't been that long since we've had radios, TV, telephones. I mean, when you and I were young, there was a corded phone on the wall. And now you can have your phone on a watch that's this big.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, it's just so fast. And so it just feels like technology just has gone really, really quick. And then all of a sudden, we don't know what to do with it. We're adjusting to it. So I think we're in like a major adjustment stage where we're going to have to learn how to be kind and tolerant of other people. Look, if someone is transgendered and you don't like it, just shut up. Just do your own thing. You don't have to be a part of that person's life unless it's a child or something like that. And if it's a child, there's a love aspect there, you know? There's an unconditional love aspect there. And you have to do whatever you have to do to make sure your child stays alive. Yep. If you have a person who's walking through a store and you can tell they're a transgendered person and you have a problem with that, it's none of your business. Just let them live their life. You know, it is what it is. It's like, well, the world, though, it's causing problems in the world. It's like, the world is going to be imperfect no matter what you do. Yeah, exactly. You can stand on your head and you're still going to have people who are going to be imperfect. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever.
Exactly.
Let live and let live. And until we learn that, there's not going to be any peace.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. I agree.
Yeah.
Kelly Nicholson, if you're still on there, you said hello, so we're saying hello back.
Remember, I missed that one.
Remember, our rule of thumb is we can see that you're watching.
Some people we can't see if they're watching. Yeah, I think it depends on.
It just depends on what I'm looking at here. If I'm looking at my phone, it will sometimes say somebody's watching. So unless you respond to something, we won't call you out.
So what did you think about the girl on the bus thing?
The girl on the bus thing?
It aggravated you that nobody did anything. But I kind of felt like they maybe didn't see that she had been stabbed.
That's a good possibility. But when so we don't. I don't know all the details.
The facts on it.
Yeah, you can watch. You can watch a video all day long.
I learned some of the facts. The guy had. So the guy was, he had schizophrenia, I think, or I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And he had been arrested like 19 times or something like that. And, I might have the number wrong, but he had been arrested a bunch of times. His mom said, he shouldn't be out on the street. He did have a knife. You could see him unfold the knife behind her. And my thing is, public transportation is, it's like, okay, now it's made people scared for public transportation.
Yeah.
I feel like, I guess I'm of the opinion that, for one, I felt like the judge, whatever the judge was who kept letting him out, he needs to reevaluate his stuff. But I also feel like there's not a lot of help for people who have mental health issues. And so I feel like, and there's more and more people with mental health issues. And so I feel like there needs to be something available to get dangerous people off of the street and help those who are not dangerous, and make it to where public transportation is safe for people getting on the buses or on the subway or on the train or on the plane or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's like, even being out in like Walmart and stuff like that, I don't know, it's a thing, and it's got to be, but my heart broke for that poor girl.
Oh,
she
I know.
was.
Yeah, it was. But you could speculate, and you can you can do. You
Well,
can say all
we
sort of
do
stuff.
have the story behind that one, and it's just that it was really sad in how it happened, because it shouldn't have happened that way. That guy should have been in jail.
Yeah.
He was let out, and he shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
So that is a thing. But anyway, you have anything else?
Yeah. Well, I've got one more little
Do you
thing
want me
here.
to go get a chicken of the week?
You can, yeah.
Or not?
Yeah, you can.
Do you not want?
Well, you can't, because I want you to help with answering this question.
Oh, okay. We'll do this first then.
Okay, yeah. And then
We'll do that first.
don't look at the page.
Okay, I
over
won't
here.
look at the page.
But according to a survey, 56% of people won't date someone who is bad at what?
I'm gonna say.
So anybody that's still listening, that's on with this on Facebook Live, you can join in too. You can send a response.
So ask the question again.
According to a survey, 56% of people won't date someone who's bad at what? Let me give you 4 things. It says is it cleaning a bathroom?
Oh.
Sex, cooking, or driving?
Oh, see, I was gonna say, there you go, hygiene. Thank you. Girl minds stick together.
Oh.
Men.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
No. Men, I can't handle a man with bad hygiene. Nope, not. So like when you stink from coming in, like when you come in from doing the yards, it's kind of like, please don't come in the house. You stink.
Step
My
outside.
house stinks. You're gross. You're sweaty. You're wet. Go away until you're clean. Yeah. Oh, hygiene.
So it's hygiene's your answer, huh?
Cannot smell like BO. Cannot have dirty clothes. Cannot have nasty feet. Cannot. And then I married you, and I'm like, oh, really? Cannot pick your nose.
Well, see, the other one, the one I see, I know, the one I see, it's just 56%
Lisa,
people.
you and I are just girls on the same
won't
team.
date someone who is bad at. See, one of the examples here is sex. Okay, so number one.
How would you know unless
How would you know unless you're asking the previous?
Unless you
how is he?
Go, yeah.
Unless
you ask his previous ones, or you have sex with him.
Yeah, like,
and then it's like,
no.
date number 2.
No, won't do that one
So
either.
what was one of the other ones? Glitter. Sorry.
No,
No, you're in the
glitter
wrong.
is what you put in the
I
pinata.
know. I was just making a joke.
Driving, cooking, sex,
Driving.
or cleaning the bathroom. Those are the 4 examples. It
Okay,
could be
well,
anything, but
you suck at cleaning the bathroom. You're an okay cook, but you make a mess. You're a good driver. And the other, none of anybody's business.
yeah. Okay, so fine.
I'm not going to even go.
Okay, so before you go get the
There.
chicken, the correct answer is driving.
Driving? Really?
Yeah.
I would have.
It's just
I
kind
would
of.
have thought it would have been like the bathroom thing, but hygiene.
It says when you're in a dating game, it can feel like every move is being analyzed. Potential partners are looking at how you dress, how you talk, how you interact with the world to see if they think that if you're compatible. Generally, they're looking for your habits to coexist in harmony with theirs. But as it turns out, there's one factor that tends to be a significant point of contention with couples: driving. Whether it be for safety reasons or because it shows an unsavory side of someone's personality.
Oh, like a Tammy driver?
Tammy?
Oh my
Tammy,
God.
we're going to call you up. Look at the light. Look at the light. The light just...
Stop it, Tammy.
It's funny,
now
though.
if she's watching, she's going to be like,
This
don't do that.
I know. It's funny that there was a meme. There was a short little Facebook video or a little TikTok video, whatever. There's a girl that pulls up to a light. And she's sitting in her car. And there's a car in front of her. And she's like looking at the light. It's still red. So she's tapping her fingers on the wheel, kind of like, looking out the window, kind of like looking around her, and all of a sudden the light turned green, and she honks the horn, and next thing you know, there's a guy comes to the hit, go, that punches her in the face from the guy in front of her. It's like
you hate when I go, it's green.
It's green.
But it's funny, you go, it's green to me. So
I do, and then when it's green, honk, and then you start to pull out, and
driving.
then when you pull out to go, all of a sudden the car goes right across and runs the red light. You know,
Well, I am sometimes the one who's running the red. I am not a good driver because my ADD brain. So I'm
driving behind her in the other neighborhood in the other house where we're working in the neighborhood. So I'm driving behind her and all of a sudden she just goes like right through the stop sign. I'm going like, what the? The stop sign has always been there. What do you?
Doesn't surprise me at all. Did I do that recently?
No, over by the Foster Bridge, you kind of went through that one stop sign. I'm going like, what the? I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
So my brain, well, in that area, as I'm leaving the house, my brain is just kind of like scrambled. It's just like, it doesn't make any sense. It's just, it's trying to calm itself down. But I am not a very good driver. And so I have, with him in the car, especially if I'm talking to him, and then because with me, I don't just see what I'm supposed to do. I see what everybody else is doing, and I miss signs because I'm so focused on the atmosphere. I mean, like, so Faust Street Bridge type thing, that area, I'm like looking around.
There's so much stimulation.
Yes.
Oh, look at
So if there's a lot of stimulation, I don't drive well at all. And I am going to confess to that there are times when I'm a great driver, that he gets exactly where he needs to go without any problem whatsoever. But other times, not a good driver.
Not so much.
But it's because my brain is just like, it's just so busy. And I'm like watching I'm a very good defensive driver in the sense of I am watching what everybody else is doing to make sure they don't make a mistake and hurt me. So yeah, I suck.
Did that sign say something? I don't know what.
So he would have not dated me if that was a thing.
Okay, so did you know that I just saw this the other day
everywhere,
that when originally stop signs were yellow.
Really?
They were. And it
I
never
guess
really.
They gravitated to red because it was like, all right, they're
oh
not.
my God, they're not stopping.
Yellow.
They're just going right on through. They're just yielding right there. Oh yeah, we can sell more signs that way. Let's make one yellow for yield, and then let's go ahead and put the stop sign. Let's just make it some odd shape, and let's make
but the
it
yield
red.
sign means absolutely nothing
It doesn't.
to most people.
It's a free pass.
I can be a very careful and decent driver, but I have, there's just too much in my head. Yeah. My head, most of my, like, I can have a day that is mentally, like, okay, so we're trying to empty the house that we're going to short-term rent, his parents' house. And so we had all of the, like, dishes, the crystal dishes and pretty things were all in his front bedroom that used to be his childhood room, and it was packed. And so we needed to dump that room, and so I was gonna dump it by, like, doing it slower, a slower, so my brain could handle making the decisions, what to keep, what not to keep, that sort of thing. But he was like, just blow through it, and so he starts packing things before I even know what's what, and moving things into the other parts of the house. The mental part of that freaked me out so much that I was like, went into a flare. And so my brain doesn't go there. Just too much stuff. It's just too much stuff.
It can be a lot.
So I'm going to do chicken of the week while you...
and I'll just kind of do a recap. We talked about piñatas today. So just go, for those of you just joining, it might, if you kind of want to laugh, a little lighthearted, some of it's not really lighthearted, it can be kind of like, that's disgusting. But just go back and take a look at it and just have some fun. Have some fun with the different parts. You can go right through there, and it is what it is. But we talked about piñatas, and what would you fill a piñata with? What's the worst thing you could have done? You could probably add your comments to it at any time. Go back and take a look at it. Windows 10, I'm pretty happy. I don't know what to expect, but when it comes time to updating a computer to something, it kind of makes me nervous. And it's always telling me, go to Windows 11, go to Windows 11. And some of my computers say, Windows 11 is not compatible with this computer. I'm going like, well, don't tell me to change to Windows 11 if you're telling me it's not compatible. I'm sure it'll work. But my two studio computers here, I'm anxious to see that it's going to stay at Windows 10, and the updates, not so much. Oh, here we go. Here's our chicken of the week, or chickens of the week. So I'll set the stage here. I basically went back to the old days again and forgot to collect eggs out of one little thing that I didn't see or whatever, and the eggs were too far along for me to toss them into the trees or whatever.
And
so
if Tiffany is still watching, Tiffany Duke, if you're still watching, he had an oopsie.
I had some. There was some oopsie eggs, so we ended up putting them underneath a bird, and it didn't work out.
He put it under the wrong bird that I told him to put it under one bird, and so he put it under a different bird.
So we put the eggs underneath the right bird, and it was about time for lockdown and about time for maybe a hatching or whatever. So I didn't see anything. So Shannon comes up to me and says, "You want to see something cool?" And now we set the stage for what is. let me get the camera. Oh my gosh! Here we got the camera.
Do you have enough?
I have enough film. There's enough film in the camera.
No, I mean, do you have enough string?
I do. I think we're okay.
Is it that short?
No, it's just kind of like tangled with some other stuff. Yeah, it works.
Shocking.
All
right, baby, don't. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so this lady. She was bullied. And we were concerned about her, so she ended up getting taken away from her. Hi, this is sweet lady.
Okay,
she got.
Hold on, I'm gonna go real quick.
You don't get sick. Oh.
Nobody gets sick.
Oh, thank you, baby. Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Look at that long turd.
Oh my gosh, look at there. Okay.
Darn it.
I don't want to scroll. I don't want to go down to the.
Okay, so she's a chocolate frizzle, and look how cute she is.
And she's already concerned.
Look how fluffy. She's just a gorgeous mop of a thing, and so she has one bad eye, and she's been broody for a long time. She wanted to be a mama, and she would squat and all this kind of stuff. And so I told Bruce, put the 3 eggs under her, and so he ended up putting the 3 eggs under someone else, and she didn't do whatever with them, and so 2 of the eggs were bad, but one of the eggs just went like gangbusters and went really well. And so here is this little thing. Look how cute. You're just a cute booty as you are. Well, come here. Come here. I know. And look, the feathers are frizzling.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh, you are poopied. Can you look at the feathers? Look at the frizzle feathers. Oh my gosh. So it's turned out to be a little blue frizzled little doll, and look, she's all concerned. Oh my gosh, your poopy is disgusting. So let's put it right here on the table because I don't have anything else to do.
Either, so.
Mm.
You just wipe?
Huh?
This pants got to go to the wash anyway. Just wipe on the pants.
Oh, good.
There we go. There we are.
So is that not the cutest sound, Mama? You're such a sweet girl. So she has been such a good mom. I gave her some. I love it. I gave her some grub worms when I was chopping on the ground to lay those bricks yesterday. And so she had to chop up the grub worms for the baby. And the baby is just so cute. Look at this. Look at this little doll. Oh, you're going to walk on to Mama? Loves Mama, has to be with Mama. Cleaned her eyeball yesterday. I was watching. Look, it's like, I'm going to just...
There we go.
There we go.
That's
where we want to be, right there.
Sit right there.
We're just going to hang out right on top of Mom. And there we go. So that is...
Yeah.
Is that not the cutest little thing? Do you ever collect their feathers and make feather earrings? Heavens.
Okay, that's a 2-part question there, and that's a loaded question as well. Let's go with question number 1.
I collect eggs, and there's always a little bouquet of feathers in every egg container because I'm going around finding all the rooster feathers. And so yes, I have so many feathers, I don't know what to do with them. And so I've got boxes of feathers. And so I love to. So it's like,
just make sure
so
she
collecting,
doesn't jump off there.
I know, right? Collecting feathers for me is like collecting shells on the beach. You're good. You're good. You're so cute. I love how it has to be on Mama.
Yeah.
All right, Mama, just step here.
There
There
we
you go.
Okay, camera's going back.
Hold
on.
You were so cute. You were so cute. So yeah, so that's our chicken of the week.
Sorry, we don't have.
Dad's Oopsie Bird.
We don't have.
So we should call it Oopsie.
Oopsie. We don't have a cameraman here, so I have to do it all on my own. There we go. That works good for right now.
That's fun.
So nice.
So, and then the other is just in closing. So we were talking about how, you know, a lot of people keep talking about how the energy of the world is so hard right now. You know, when all these kind of rough things happen, it's kind of it's kind of sad. And really hard for people. It just feels like the world kind of is getting dark or whatever, and we need to be able to lighten it up somehow. And so, you know, I don't know if any of y'all are Christians or whatever, but one thing that definitely helps is if you play praise and worship music in your home. If you have Spotify or whatever, you can play praise and worship music in your home. But I feel like faith is there's never been a time in my life where faith has been this important. I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Bruce and I, we have several businesses, and very few of them really are doing all that great. And he's busting his butt trying to cover all the bases and do all these things. And so last night I was telling him, I said, you know, you have me as the prayer. I'm the prayer. I'm the one who studies, you know, does the Bible study stuff. I'm the one that reads the Bible and journals and, you know, says the prayers and lights the candles and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, yeah, you go ahead. And I said, you know what? I don't think that works. I think you have to have your faith in God, and I have to have my faith in God. And you can't just let your wife have the faith for the family. It doesn't work that way. And I said, you want to not work so hard, and you want your life to kind of flow better, you need to be in a relationship with God. And so you need to, you know, when you know, the Bible talks about Genesis as being, you know, the snake, the serpent at the tree with the apple and all that kind of stuff. Basically, we became, you know, God created all of us, and we became little, I want to do it myselfers. And so we left God to be separate from him. And we need to apologize and say, I'm sorry we left you. And then we need to reconnect because I feel like that's the only way that we're going to get rid of this kind of dark, horrible energy. But we also need to be people of faith who don't judge other people.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are Christians, and they think they're supposed to judge everybody because that's what they think being a Christian is. And that's not what being a Christian is. Being a Christian means you're supposed to love everybody. And that's what God called us to do. He called us to love ourselves, love him. Well, love him first, love ourselves, and love others. And that nowhere in that is their judgment. And so I think until we figure that out, it's still going to be hard. We have to realize that we need to let people live, and we need to let people be who they need to be, because they've got to figure things out for themselves. And the only way you can figure things out for yourself is to live the path that God put before you. And sometimes that is, I don't want to be a man anymore, I want to be a woman. Or I don't want to be with, you know, I don't want to, I'm female, I don't want to be with a man, I want to be with a woman. Or I need alcohol to cope, or everybody has their story, and they have to live out that story so that they can learn, because that's what we're here for. And the ultimate goal is to get back to God. And so, you know, I think that you pecking my shirt. Do you like my shirt? So I feel like the only way that we're going to get rid of this kind of like dark energy and stuff is to stop getting so upset with other people and just let people live out their story. They've got to live out their own stories so they can do what they've got to do. And we've got to stop getting mad and ticked off and mean. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It's time to chill. So great words there, my dear. And hope you guys have a great weekend. And if you want something fun to do on Saturday night, come on out to the Fryhead Country Store here in New Braunfels and see Zuhause Junge. And it's a New Braunfels high school kind of an impromptu reunion of all classes that want to come out.
And that, let's see, mine was 88, his would have been 87.
Feltner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, and
it's
right
all
around those kind of like the 80.
In the 80s. Yeah, ours was 81.
80, yeah.
So anybody that's New Braunfels High School that wants to reunite with some folks maybe they haven't seen in a while, or just have some fun, have a cold drink, have some food, and some great German hybrid music before Oktoberfest and Wurstfest. Come on out Saturday night, and hope to see you soon. Shannon, great show. Great birds.
Gosh, I love how he's surfing on Mom.
I tell you,
he's just standing up there on top,
right underneath.
She. Hopefully, it's a she.
And
oh my gosh,
there's Tammy. Tammy's watching now, but you'll have to.
No, don't go. Don't go look.
See ya.
Don't go look back. No.
Yeah, don't.
If you want to laugh, but
It's all in good fun. All right. See you guys later.
Bye. Bye.
Be sure to tune in next week for another exciting story.